Unfortunately, there just is no option that allows you to just vindicate the Trump administration entirely and say, well, there's no funny business going on here. That option doesn't exist right now. So option one is that the Trump administration played into the Epstein quote unquote conspiracy theories, knowing they were false, until the moment when it no longer benefited them to do so. They were drumming up Epstein conspiracies before the election. And then once they took power, they didn't know what to do. So they lied about having possession of a client list, knowing they actually didn't have possession of it, strung everybody along for a while until they finally dropped the pretense. That's one option, okay? That's one theory of the case. The second is that the quote unquote conspiracy theories are true. And now this administration is, for one reason or another, participating in the cover-up. There is no door number 3 here.
Okay, so that largely is kind of similar to how I've described this. Now, I think he's thinking very small and very defensively towards Donald Trump, even as he admits that Donald Trump might be participating in a cover-up. I mean, after all, option number 1 was once they got into power, they realized there was nothing there, so they backed off of it. Third option is they never had any reason to believe there was anything there and were willingly duping their followers anyway. But again, all of this is very defensive towards the MAGA movement. So what he's describing there is maybe they realized there was nothing, or maybe for one reason or another, which again, he keeps very vague, they would want to participate in the cover-up. I mean, why would they want to participate in the cover-up? I think there's some pretty dramatic potential explanations for that having to do with Donald Trump. But again, what he is doing here is continuing to discuss a story that others are now backing off of. And that is abstractly to his credit. Now, obviously there's massive incentives to be seen to be continuing to talk about it in terms of audience share and authenticity and all of that. And, but again, it's like, how far are you willing to go with what you've identified? Because both of those options, door 1, door 2, should be, right, damning. That they continue to lie to you for literally months, or they're participating in the cover-up of elite sex trafficking. And yet, does he seem fired up? Does he seem passionate about either of those terrible options? Again, Matt Walsh is capable of righteous indignation. Like for instance, if there's a hospital that he thinks is providing gender affirming care, even if it isn't, he'll talk about that for 8 hours straight. He'll brigade the thing until there's bomb threats going in. And that's for misinformation about one children's hospital. Him contemplating in real time the possibility that the political movement he's been a part of is a cover up of elite sex trafficking. It's like, well, there's door 1 and there's door 2. And look, he does go on to say, again, I don't enjoy it. It doesn't make me happy. I wish, I don't relish this. It's just the way it is, and it's not a good situation either way. Is that all that it is? Not a good situation? That either the guy you love lied to millions of his followers, or he's covering up for elite sex trafficking and pedophiles is not good? Is that how he has talked about other people he opposes in politics? And look, he later goes on, he makes a statement about how he's gonna continue to talk about this and words it. Can we bring up graphic 2? There's a lot there, I apologize if you're in mobile, you're not gonna be able to see it. He couches all of it in, hey, I'm not backing off of this. I still care about the innocents. I want evildoers to be punished. I think kids need to be protected. But that to me, look, it's better than what Charlie Kirk is doing. I'll admit that outright. But it's also, again, it's posturing. It's like, yeah, but do you really want the innocent to be protected if you are now contemplating the fact that Donald Trump himself is making it so that we will not see justice, and you're like, meh, I don't particularly care? And is it actually your position that the innocents always need to be protected and kids need to be protected? I mean, there were kids collecting water in Gaza that were bombed and died. Is he even gonna talk about that on his show? Donald Trump has been adjudicated by a jury as a sexual abuser, has been accused by literally dozens of women. There's stories about him and younger girls too. And he's never shown any interest in that. So look, there's shades, I suppose. Is he better than Charlie Kirk on this? Yes, he is. But this is like, it's putting your arm up and saying, hey, I'm still questioning authority, while going as light as possible on Trump and the administration on a topic that should be so far past any red line you've ever set on the issue that's core to your ideology, that this just feels like he doesn't want to lose audience share to me. I could be wrong, maybe he'll go hard tomorrow or whatever, Brian, but what do you think?
I don't think anyone could have articulated it better than you just did. I mean, it leans into. I mean, do you think that it leans into? It feels like it leans into a cult of personality. It's kind of like a televangelist who's been stealing from the till, and the congregation says, "But yeah, he has a good heart."